Anybody remember where we left off?
We were having a good time at a bar.
This is correct. You had lost some
It
money
was the best of
at
times.
a dart game, but you did get a drink bought for you. That's kind of where we
We
left
ro-
off. Everybody was kind of celebrating and just playing darts.
we role played the
You,
night away, and you didn't have to do anything.
it was awesome. Do it again.
I
Yeah, Scott, no balls.
take my underwear off in the bar and keep singing.
Everybody,
Let me roll an Arcana check for
starts-
that.
Everybody starts shouting and pulling their underwear off as well.
I better
Now
cast
it's getting
Calm
real
Emotions.
grimdark. Man, I'm gonna. If this little dog comes over here saying he needs to go out now after the other one just went out, I'm gonna be upset with him.
There should be a spell that does the opposite of Calm Emotions. I need Enrage Emotions.
Well,
I want somebody
they
to
need
get
to change the name to Alter Emotion. Then you can just go wherever you want.
Yeah, they actually should. Like if somebody's slightly angry, you're just like, I'm gonna set that all the way off.
I want
Just
you
tell,
really
just-
angry.
Yeah, just say something that's gonna piss them off, like they have a little dick or something.
You could do that, but I want to do it to a king in the middle of his own court and then have him go on a tyrant rampage for like 15 seconds as his court is just like, dude, what the fuck?
Yeah, I know this little mutt's gonna come over here in a minute saying he wants to go outside.
hmm You could just nip it in the butt and take him outside right now.
Good, but
I do like the self-fulfilling prophecy that Proximo wrote down world famous Bard L, and now he's a world famous Bard because of the fact that I said he was a world famous Bard. The lie just became the truth.
nope.
Everyone just assumed, oh, it's this man has a sign that says he's world famous, so he must be.
He's got flyers.
Yeah, it says world famous, so hell, I mean, can't be wrong, can it?
Probably helps that the Flyers didn't originate in Drisport. They were probably brought over to Drisport either by the wind or by the island.
You
Was
think
it the
someone would do
Farsi?
that? Just go
The
on
people
some
that were
flyers and
like,
tell lies?
as they Fang got the trade route set up going, so those flyers, one or two of them have made it not only back to Drisport and circulated, but have made it back over to Fang's homeland. And then, of course, you were there to help regain the throne, so people knew you, and it's like, oh wow, here's a flyer. He is world famous. This come from
Absolutely.
across the ocean.
You're welcome.
I'd like to imagine. I'd like to imagine the way that it traveled was something really dumb, like the wind, like a breeze, just picked it up off the ground, flew it to a fucking boat, and somebody accidentally closed it inside a box, and then that's how all the flyers got out.
I like the idea that Proximo
Gathered
sitting
them
in
up
his
to use as
retirement
toilet
home.
paper.
I like the idea that Proximo in his retirement home, like after our time skip 6 years later, one of those flyers just ends up at his door and he's like, did I do this? Is this my fault?
He's holding his hand up like the butterfly meme.
Proximo's just like, oh shit, I've started something out of my control.
Yeah, the others got to Drisport as they were packaged for toilet paper and then got misplaced and not used.
Yeah, Proximo ordered like a batch of 100, but he actually added a couple more zeros. So when they realized they had like 10,000 flyers, they're like, "What are we going to use these for? We'll just wipe our asses with them."
Okay. So, where we left off, not that it makes matters to the current party, but the camera had panned out and you saw Elle and Leora were sneaking through alleys. So it's now they're in the same town as you are. So there is that. So what do you want to do?
Are we still partying?
if you want to. Say it's getting later in the evening.
Moose will retire to a room. What are the rates in this inn? Are we in an inn or are we just in a bar?
No, it's an inn/tavern.
Okay.
You can get 5 silver for a night, or if you want to spend the gold, then it'll come with breakfast also.
How
Is the
much breakfast?
90. It's the breakfast, the whole gold piece.
Hang on, Bradley. This is very important. How much breakfast?
Well, a normal person breakfast. You might need to pay $1.50 for those side dishes.
Mm,
And you're not Ori, but you do eat more than normal. Scott's role playing his breakfast right now.
I'll fork over a gold for B&B. I already removed it from my inventory. I say to everyone, tonight has been, I think the word you would use is fun. No, I don't like that word. Tonight has been a night. I will see you all in the morning.
That is disappointing to hear. I'm sorry I couldn't make it more. And I'll hold up my hands with the big quotes and be like, fun for you.
Thank you, Sock. But don't take your failure too hard. You will have
Blow it out your asshole.
You have plenty of chances in the future.
Moose, you got my dog drunk and you're not even having fun.
You did get a dog drunk.
I will admit that is what is the word? I believe the word is entertaining.
Is that not the same? That's in character. Is that not the same?
I have no idea.
Maybe his grasp on the language isn't as good as yours.
It's possible. But I like to think that my good friend Moose is smarter than he seems, after having rolled a 1 in the thing where everyone can see it.
For his whopping 0 intelligence check.
Yup. It's like a worse than a critical failure. You actually rolled a 0. How did you... How?
The words are not so easy for me.
As I walk past Sock, I'd like to lean down and whisper to him, Sock, you were the life of this party. Never change. And I go to my room.
Oh. So I like the idea that Sock is still singing. You walk up on the stage, whisper in his ear, and then go up.
Sock immediately follows you to the bedroom.
I'm not going to smash Moose.
Why not?
Are you a coward?
I'm a top. And I feel like Moose is a total top.
I'm sorry, Sock. It's not me. It's you. You're not big enough for me. You're too thin and scrawny. I like my women to have a little more meat on them.
Oh no, what a shame. Truly, this is whatever. And I'll continue on.
So everybody staying in or going out and exploring? What's going on?
I'll get up and go over to Cleo and do one of these.
Yeah, okay. Good night. I'll be up soon.
And I'll head up to the room.
Is everybody turning in or anybody doing anything else?
Nope, turn
What's-
it in.
Once the crowd gets to about half the people it once was as the night drags on, that's going to be when Sokka hangs it up and goes to bed for the night.
I'm gonna take a Scab for a short walk just to see if she needs to get the alcohol out of her system a little.
Okay. Anybody going with them? Just Cleo and Cleo and
I'll wrap my
Scab,
arm around
sorry.
Cleo as he's going out the door and be like, I'd love to go with you, friend, but I'm really quite inebriated.
Yeah, it's fine. You can barely walk straight.
Thank you.
Okay, so you take Scab out. You're kind of just wandering around for a little bit, and you notice that most of the people have vacated the streets. Well, for you, of course, it's very quiet. But there's a stillness about the town that you would assume you would see at least a little bit of travel back and forth, especially for the size of the town. But it's gotten very quiet, and you don't hear it, of course, but you feel this just a slight movement in the ground. You kind of pick up because your senses have been heightened. Something just bouncing off the cobblestones in a rhythmic pattern, and you turn and you see an old woman pushing a cart, and she stops at a door, and of course you can't hear the conversation or anything. Somebody opens it up, and they nod fervently and kind of reach back around the door frame, and you see them hand something to the old woman, and she reaches over and pulls a pastry out of her, or it looks like would be a pastry, fairly large, and hands it to him and smiles, and they shake their head, nod up and down quickly, and then close the door, and she moves on. You kind of feel that rumble of the cart as she moves it to the next door, and she just looks like she's making rounds. But other
Why
than
is
her,
this old
there's no one
lady
else.
selling pastries so incredibly sketchy? I'm getting a vibe. Continue.
Vibe.
I say
You
she's
should
just
vibe check her.
a very old-looking woman, just by herself, and no one else is out.
You should totally vibe check her.
Cleo's just like, I wish anyone else were here with me right now.
Can I kind of wave her down? Like flag her down?
Sure. As she's finishing up with someone at a door, your movement, of course, with no one being around, catches her attention, and she looks and she smiles real big, and she waves. And you see her mouth move, but from this distance in the time of night, you don't know. She appears to be talking to you, but you don't know what she said.
Oh, I kind of point to my ears. Sorry, I didn't catch that. Are you selling something?
Are you kind of low speaking like that? I'll say, are you moving over to her?
I'll move over to her. That's just kind of his voice.
Okay. Oh, yes, dear. I've got lovely pastries and meat pies. Would you like one? You don't look like you're from here. I think I've seen you around. Are you new?
No, yeah. We arrived today. I'll take a pastry.
Oh, well, since you're new here and it's just you and your dog? She looks questioningly and smiles. And
I like the idea that even like supernatural entities are just like, is that a dog?
or are there others? There's just you traveling with your pet.
There are others. Just not here. Right now.
Wonderful. Well, since you're new here, you are free to pick whichever one you would
Wonderful.
like. And she pulls back like the cloth that she's got covering stuff, and you see a variety there. She's like, "This is a meat pie here. This one is for those that prefer vegetables. There's nice mushrooms and other earthly. What's the word I'm looking for? Tubers and things. We have one here. This is a sweet pastry. This is one of my favorites." And quite a variety. Which would you like?
She's talking too fast. I'm just gonna point at one at random.
Yeah, because as she's saying this, probably so because she's probably turned away from you, or at least kind of to the
Yeah.
side, so you don't pick it up.
I'll take a guess.
So, which one do you point at? More of a meat, a veggie, or a sweet? These are
Let's do
pretty
this.
large too. This looks like you could eat on this, depending on how hungry you are, at least 2 meals, if not 3 out of it.
I'll take a veggie.
Okay. And she turns around, and since this is your first time and you're new here, this is on the house. Let your friends know if they would like to try some. And she pulls it out. She wraps it in like a little, what's the damn word I'm looking for? I'm not good with my words tonight. What's the
Parcel.
little, like the paper that you wrap that shit in? What's that called? Why am I going blank?
Like wax paper?
Yeah, but not wax paper. Parchment paper. There we go. Yeah, it's a little parchment paper, and then puts it in a little brown bag for you. Thank you, dearie. Say, now, if you do like these, they're expensive, but they feed you for a while, and say they're typically a gold. But this one's on the house, and welcome to the area.
Thank you. That's quite kind. I'm gonna stash it away for now, and then Wiz will scab over from whatever patch of dirt she's rolling in.
Cool. As you do that, she kind of picks up her car. You can see that there's a bit of a grunt and a groan to it. As he gets on the back end. Of course, it's uses a leverage the way the wheels are, and she pushes. You feel the wood of the wheels bouncing off the cobblestone. She continues on down the lane, turns a corner. Of course, as the camera moves back, and you can hear her knocking on doors and asking if anybody'd like a pastry as you move off. Of course, you don't hear it. But...
I'll head back to the bar.
Okay.
Kate, if you have another character that ends up being a cannibal, I don't know what I will ever do with you.
I got the veggie one. Relax.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, those are definitely not fingers. They're carrots.
Yeah.
Why do you think they call them fingerlings? Okay, so Scab does her business. Other than that, the old lady, the town is very vacant and still. Mimic pie. Pie that eats
Yeah. I'm gonna take a sniff of this weird pastry.
you. It smells really good.
I bet it does.
I'll try a bit. Sure.
Oh my god, you're killing me out here.
What, some nice old lady sold me a pastry for free.
Oh, in the middle of the night. Whatever.
She sold you a pastry for free.
For free.
Yep.
She didn't
Yeah.
charge you to sell you the pastry.
Listen, I'm drunk.
I'm the one who's
I'm on
drunk.
a stroll.
I don't have enough chicken patties for this.
I sampled the weird pie.
Yeah, it is. It is delicious. It's one of the best little pies like this you've ever had.
Yeah, I'll just munch on that and head on back.
No, it is. It's very delicious.
Disgust me.
You gonna try to eat the whole thing, or are you gonna say? Because they say it's pretty large. You could probably get at least 2-3 meals out of it if you stretch it out.
No, come share it with somebody else. Make them a cannibal too.
No, I'll save the rest for later. I'll eat like a third of it.
So, anybody else doing anything?
Nothing so.
Okay. You wake up. Those of you that paid the full gold, you go down. There is breakfast waiting. Cleo, when you wake up, you feel extremely, extremely refreshed.
Nice.
And you have mechanically, you have 10 temporary hit points.
Hey.
Nice.
And the day has begun. People are starting to come in and out, grabbing breakfast, moving in and out of the tavern. Not any music or anything going. Not a lot of drinking, but people getting breakfast and things. You hear the hustle and bustle of the town starting up. Carts going. People starting to yell, hawking their wares. What do you want to do?
Are we doing something about this deed? And
Hold on, I'm gonna roll a D100 to see how hungover I am.
I'm gonna do the same thing, but to see how hungry I am.
Whatever. I'm just gonna roll a D10. Oh, I'm doing great actually. Sock
Did
wakes
you-
up better than normal.
Did you do your morning flogging, or is that?
That's only after I force Chaos to do my will.
It's just part of the balance. Getting drunk.
Yep. I gotta make sure Slanesh isn't too pissed at me. I'm not stupid.
Yeah, you've done this enough times. You even though it's only typically once a month on a bender, you can handle your alcohol definitely.
Hell yeah. Let's see. I don't think Sock has anything in particular to do this morning. He'll probably go out and let somebody else go first.
I mean, if I have a private spot, now that it's morning out and not dark, I'll probably try to get this forgery done.
Sure. You could, after you eat breakfast, you could spend some time in that room, or if you want to find someplace else to try to do it, tell me where.
Well, I'll just do it in my room.
Cool. So we'll say that's probably going to take you till lunchtime.
Yeah, no, it's not going to be a quick process.
Yes. Go ahead and give me that forgery roll in the tower.
I've been rolling way too well. I sense bad things. I have a bad feeling about this.
I believe in you. I feel worse now that I said that out loud.
You fool!
Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking.
It's gonna come out I've done it in crayon or something.
Okay. You finish it up, look at it, and you're like, okay, this should be good.
I actually
Yeah.
use if I need to use a specific name, I'm going to use Sokolam's name.
Great. Hey.
Well, I
Nice.
mean, you make the most sense out of the group, all right?
If anyone's gonna go down for this, it's not gonna be me.
I mean, maybe they just signed it off to the ex-Inquisitor, you know, as you do.
I hate that you guys found out about that on session fucking 1, because now that's just who I am. I'm not some like magic guy that you met. I'm the ex-Inquisitor. There's nothing I can do to escape that now.
That's fantastic. What's everybody else doing? So you have at least 4 hours, from time now. You'll probably have 5 to 6 hours before he's done with his forgery. So, is there anything specific y'all are wanting to do around town?
How big is this town?
It's fairly large. You haven't explored it much. You came in midday. The area you've been in, you're guessing it's, like I say, it's kind of that. It's changing, the process of changing from a large town into a small city. It's growing and expanding, but it's still got the older architecture mixed in with newer architecture. There's a great a river runs through the middle of the city. There's a great waterfall to the north. Like I'm saying, above that, you see that castle that overlooks everything coming out of the mountains. You would guess maybe somewhere between 500 to 1,000 people could live here.
All right.
It's cozy.
So what's our plan after we turn in this deed and make a profit? Are we going to stay here or are we going to leave?
I intend on leaving.
Don't see us
Then-
stick around.
Yeah, then how about we find some reasonable accommodations for our leaving, such as with another merchant caravan?
I suppose that's amenable.
Then that's what Moose would like to do. Anyone who wants to join him will go search for a job that'll take us out of the city, probably in the next day or two.
And so as y'all are having a conversation about what work you're going to look for next, you hear the barkeep. He's sitting there, starts cussing. God damn it! Well, I don't have anybody else that can take it, so what are we going to do? Well, I don't know. Jaren was wanting this order of alcohol. You know, they're closing that old place down, and he wanted to have one last big fling. Yeah, well, I can't just, and he's like, I can't just leave here to deliver the alcohol.
Well, why not?
Sounds kind of exasperated. He's basically, looks like it's probably his wife. You're guessing that they're having an argument about this.
Man. Sure hope somebody comes along and helps them out.
Yeah, it
For an
should be.
opportunity
Should
and
be.
one will fall it. Yeah,
Dude, it's
Should be
just a
nice of a
breadcrumb. You
ask
don't
for an
have to pick it up.
opportunity and it falls into your fucking lap.
I mean, an excuse to get out of the city after we pass off this deed. Max is up for it.
Moose will approach the barkeep.
Oh,
Hey, Insomnia, thanks for the raid, man. Welcome.
I guess I'm actually going to go look for more information on this person that I found in my note. A Lord. I forgot his name.
apple bottom.
Jeans.
Sorry, Insomnia, I already ate all the tacos. I'm a fat man.
Oh no.
So where are you going?
He's looking for information.
I'm looking for information. Infonation. That's better than information, actually. On this Lord Grishnak.
Anybody specifically you're going to talk to or ask about?
I would actually like to go to the town hall and/or library to look up a probably like. They wouldn't have a genealogy here.
So yeah,
I guess the town hall to look up local governments. That's a tough sell because that comes from somebody from the age of the internet where that's easy.
I feel like if you wanted to get some information, you'd need to like start hitting up some seedier watering holes.
On a lord?
I mean, isn't that what they used to always do? You didn't just go to like respectable people who are going to be like asking questions. You'd go to people who don't ask questions.
Well, it depends on what you're wanting
Right.
to look up. Where the more prominent the person, the more it would probably be common knowledge about them. If you're looking
I guess that
for,
is true.
Yeah, if you're looking for somebody, hey Jeff, thanks for the raid, man. Appreciate it. Welcome.
Thanks, Jeff. You're the best, man.
That's a fair point.
Like, this isn't some underground guy at this point. He's got, like, Lord in his title or something. Or Baron, maybe? I forgot.
Count.
But is Lord an official title? That, like, we don't know if he's... Oh, was it Count?
Yeah, Count is an official title.
Okay.
There is no debating that one.
Right, but I mean, who gave him this title? Is he a Count here? Or is he a Count
That's what
somewhere
we would have
else?
to look up.
That's the information I'm trying to get. Imagine that, huh?
Okay. I get it.
Where are
I'm
you
going to the
start
town
looking?
hall and/or mayor's office.
Okay. Yeah, you can find a town hall. It's actually near a library as well, so you can, if you find anything there you want to look up extra or something, you can. You spend a few hours looking. First off, you ask. It's very easy. There's a whole section you're sent to. Castle Grishnak is the one that presides, looking over the city ominously. And the Grishnak family has held sway and control over this area and started the city. Looks like, from what you can find, for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Great. So there's going to be a lot of Grishnaks we got to kill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looked like they were all fairly long-lived, as when you look through finding death records when it gets passed from one count to the next, who inherits the title.
Do they have any portraits or anything?
You find some rough sketches on different things here and there. Give me... what I want you to check.
I have a suspicion.
Give me an insight.
I have a suspicion that it's the same, a very similar looking Grishnak through the ages. Do you want it in the tower, or does it matter?
Yeah, give me in the tower.
Oh, whoops, that's not the tower. Hold on, let me roll again. There.
That's fine. You didn't. You got one better in the towers. That's fine. Definitely a very strong family resemblance. Very, very strong.
Definitely not a vampire.
Well, there's differences. You say, like, some have, like, beards or a mustache, different lengths of hair at different times, but there's definitely, you can see the like the cheekbones, the eyes, the nose, the mouth. They're all very similar.
Notably, one of them has "not a vampire" tattooed on his forehead.
Yeah, each
hilariously.
Of them, yeah, each
the
of them at the bottom. At the bottom, signed "not a vampire."
Sokka, he acknowledges the possibility that he's dreading as he Well, no, that's meta knowledge. I can't do that. Shit.
Of course, they're through aristocracy and things like that. Typically, there tends to be a lot of inbreeding as well. So a lot of the characteristics do maintain throughout the generations.
Like my vampire thing more. All right. So Castle Grishnak is the one in the area.
Yes, that is the castle that you through looking through stuff. That's the giant castle up on the mountainside above the town.
I guess I'm gonna return to the inn.
Don't do it.
Inn bar combination.
What's Max is working on forgery. Sock's been out researching. What's Cleo been doing?
Hey, Oren.
Yes.
I've gotten a very important job for me and Scabby. You wanna come with?
Yes.
Great. We're gonna go play on the river.
Excellent.
Are you going to like just a point like in the town, or are you stepping like outside the boundaries of the town to go to it? Because the river passes through the town.
Wherever there is a good point to play in the river.
Well, there are several different areas as you're walking down it where it's walled off with stonework, and they have stairs going down to little landings where either rowboats or flat areas with piers for like fishing, things like that. So you can do it within the city, or if you want more privacy or whatever, you can go outside.
You know, we'll go in the city. You'll find a little pier.
Yeah, not a problem. Does Scab like the water?
That's a good question. Let me roll a D100. See how much she likes water. Low is she hates it, high is she loves it.
Oh, I'm watching this roll.
Oh, she loves water.
the water.
Damn it.
So I picture you find a stick or something that was floating down the river and start throwing it out where she's running, jumping off the pier,
Oh, yeah.
catching it, bringing it back. Roll me percentile dice. As you throw it at one part, she jumps, and of course, as it hits, it goes under the water, and before it can come up, she goes down with it, but she doesn't come up immediately quick, and you see the stick come up, and then she pops up with something in her mouth and brings it back, and it looks like it's the forearm of somebody. It's still got the hand attached. She looks very pleased.
You ate somebody last night, you dillweed.
Oren.
Yeah. What's up? You look like you've seen a ghost.
And you look down, you see Scab with like a forearm and a hand with a hand attached to it in her mouth.
Oh. You didn't ask her to do that, did you?
No, she just kind of brought one back.
You think they just have those laying out in the streets here?
In the river, apparently. Here, drop it, girl.
She's just like, he's like wagging it in the tail, like want you to take it from her.
Oh no, that's nasty.
And then if you try to grab, she like does that, like trying to like, no, you're gonna chase it or something. No, come on, I'm gonna keep away.
Why?
It is not dropping it though. It's starting to kind of like bite into it, getting a better grip.
I'll do a sharp whistle and point at the ground. Serious.
Like does where the front paws and the chest go down to the ground, looks up at you. butt wiggling. Very, very playful looking. The same thing through your bond now. You pick up that just like let's play.
You know what? I'm gonna find a different stick real quick.
She's looking around because you're it's like stonework canal kind of thing, and that you'd found floating. The stick you had was floating in the water. There's not just trees and stuff laying around in this area where you're at. She's starting to look for something, and she Scab comes over to you like, come on.
He still has the arm. I'm gonna, reach for the arm.
Okay, she tries to do that, like pull it away from you, but you grab it quick enough, and as you do, your hand kind of sinks in the flesh. It's very waterlogged and squishy, and as you do, and she yanks away from you, and the skin of the hand just sloughs off into yours.
Scab!
And then thanks the chase is on as you yell and runs and jumps in the water with it.
Oh my god.
I cast Benny Hill theme song.
Yakety
So,
sax.
Yeah.
And
if we do
you're still
get that
holding
thing,
this loose waterlogged skin is still in your hand.
Oh,
Are we
no, I'm
gonna-
dropping that shit. Fuck
Are
that
we
shit.
gonna do anything about that?
Well, I
No.
mean, we should do something about that, but I mean, who has the time?
About
we
this
don't
point,
really have anything
you hear
going on right now.
you hear little kids. That's gross. And on the bridge part that goes above, where y'all are at, there's some
Oh
kids
my
up there
God.
looking.
All right, now we have to do something about it, Cleo.
Pointing. You look. There's a little boy like teasing the girl that's screaming that's gross, and he like comes up behind her with like a glove or something, throws it on her shoulder, makes her scream like it's skin or something like that, and they go running off chasing each other.
And we definitely have to do something about it now.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to call this guy back to shore. Sternly.
She comes back. She's still holding on to the forearm. A bunch of it is starting. The skin around her mouth is starting to droop off as well because where she's bitten in and severed it. From about the wrist down, the skin, of course, is gone. That it pulled off when Oren grabbed it.
I'm gonna take out her little horsehair brush that I have. The handle's all chewed up, and I'm gonna like kind of jerk it out from behind me and then put it behind my back, and then pull it out again really fast and try and taunt her with it.
Yeah,
Tempt her.
No, she catches. She likes the brush. She sees that. She like drops the forearm and runs over there, waiting to be.
Yeah, I toss it a couple feet away, and she'll bring it on back.
I guess I'll go get the arm.
Yeah, it's
What are you doing with the arm?
I can hold that in.
I'm just gonna go get it. Probably gonna, put a layer of cloth between me and this raw, gross arm.
Still gross as it. The moisture from it just soaks into the cloth quickly.
Gross.
And then you still underneath it, you feel the squish of the skin as everything's very deteriorated. Not pleasant smelling either now that you've got it closer.
I mean, you should probably turn this in, right, Cleo? Like, I don't want to carry this around more than I have to.
Turn it in?
Yeah, leave it on the mayor's doorstep.
Leave it on the mayor's doorstep. I've never heard a better plan. Do it.
How about we put in a tip with the local guard maybe and just leave it here?
Who's to say some other dog's not going to come by?
Just kind of make a face at that. Well, I don't want to carry it around with us.
Listen, you go get the guard. I'll just be here with a spare arm, I guess. I'll look for the rest of it.
You don't have to go that far.
Well, I mean, I wanted to come down to the river and enjoy myself, but here we are.
Yeah, I'm gonna go see if I can't find a guard.
Okay, and you're staying there, Oren?
Yep.
Okay. Doesn't take you too awful long. Down a lane, turn or two, you find some city guard there.
There's a guard on his way over. Like, I heard 2 children talking about a severed arm.
There's 2 of them. We can do it for you.
My companion and I found a severed arm in the river.
He
Weird.
kind of has not a chuckle, but a smirk. He's like, that's not surprising. Did you find
Not
anything? And was there a body with it?
No, just the hand. Is that normal around here?
No, nothing's really normal, but it's not uncommon. Have all kinds of strange things occur under the shadow of the Castle Grishnak Castle on since town. But severed arms is nothing to worry about. Unfortunately, we can't track it down to the person unless somebody comes looking for an arm. I would throw it back in and be done with it.
Okay. Thank you, officer. That instills great confidence within me.
Yeah, as you're finishing, since he just kind of turns around and starts talking to the other guy, the other guard.
Okay. Well, I'll head back then.
Do I see other gross things in the water?
No.
A
I mean,
torso,
that's
another arm.
no. You don't see any other body parts floating around.
I'll
Yeah,
come walking back.
Techno's correct
drinking
on that.
this.
Yeah, is it normal around here? Guard officially? No. Unofficially? Yes.
Where's the guard, Cleo? You said you were bringing the guard.
He called it normal around here.
Oh, okay.
Nothing to worry about.
Well then,
Throw
I
it
would
back,
like to
he
talk to-
said.
I would like to talk to the guard then.
Okay. I would like to cover for the guard, obviously covering for these whatever is doing this. Maybe I can get him to talk.
Cleo, could you point me in the direction of them?
Are you gonna ask for their manager?
Oh no.
Please
Um,
don't.
You gonna carry
But
this?
you did bring
I
your
don't-
running shoes with you, right?
Why are you gonna talk to them?
It'll be very short, I promise you.
Okay. You know what? They're that way.
I would be somewhere else right now if I were you.
Alright.
I'll meet you back at the inn.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so y'all split up. Before you do that, Ord, what's Moose doing?
Moose was going to, overhearing the innkeeper having some trouble with what sounds to be a delivery. Moose is going to ask for, basically offer to take care of the delivery for them. in exchange for some coin or further room and board. Whatever deal he can get.
So he looks you and it's like, you can definitely handle carrying this. I've got a load of alcohol that a friend of mine, Jam, he's runs a bar over at the theater in Fernalis. It's this little theater thing they do. They have like this spooky thing you walk through, scares all the locals and people that come through. It's nothing dangerous, just freaks people out. He's this whole gimmick he does, but it's being shut down. So he's having one last big bash. And yeah, if you could get this delivered, I'll give you 5 gold for it, and you tell him I sent you, and I'm sure they'll let you tell him to send you through their little spook show with no charge.
5 gold and an extra plate of eggs and bacon, and you have yourself a deal.
He yells back to his wife, "Hey, get some extra eggs and bacon going. Make it a double plate." He goes, "You're a lifesaver. I appreciate that." Shakes your hand. He says, "When you're ready to head out with that, I'll give you the gold, and he'll give you the other 5 when he gets there, I'm sure."
Cool. Yeah, so I'll eat my extra eggs and bacon, and then as soon as I'm done, I'm ready to go, and I'll go make that delivery.
Cool. So you got to wait a little bit for that to get going.
Mm-hmm.
Now you're going to have to make multiple trips because there's several casks. You can carry most of it, but unless you want others to go with you to help carry it.
I'll enlist Reggie's not doing anything. I'll enlist Reggie to help me.
Okay.
I also don't really want to let him out of my sight, just in case his head needs to be separated from the rest of his body.
Okay. So you finish up your breakfast, and you get your gold, and you head that direction. You and Reggie head over there, and as you get there, he kind of sketches out the directions, like on a piece of parchment, gives it to you. As you get there, the facade of the theater in Fernalis is constructed of heavy plaster over wire framing. It depicts this just horrible-looking landscape. Looks like it's made of fire and barren rocks. There are creatures with wings and horns and pitchforks, which you would assume to be some sort of demons, throwing people into like lakes of fire. And you can tell it's seen better days. This is fairly old structure. There's a lot of the wire work and stuff that's on it, and the plaster's peeled off. To an extent, it gives it almost a creepier kind of look, the way it's becoming decayed and destroyed. But interrupting the facade is a crumbling, tormented scene of a gaping demon face right in the middle. It's big, toothy maw frames 2 massive doors that looks like they would swing open.
I make a comment to Reggie, which I'm not going to bother making since Brandon isn't here to act on the part of Reggie.
No problem.
Something along the lines of, "I got my eye on you," and I go in.
You do the 2, like, point at your eyes at him, point back to your eyes.
Yeah.
The door is locked.
Yeah. Is there a side entrance? I walk around. Is there a side entrance?
Not that you see.
And do I happen to see or hear any movement going on the other side of the fence?
No. Say no windows on the building either. It's a fairly long rectangular shaped building, 2-story.
What's keeping this gate locked? Is it like a padlock? Is it a chain? Is it just like a wooden bar?
Appears that it's locked from inside.
Okay, but like an actual like lock that needs a key.
No, you.
I'm
don't
trying
see
to
that on the
determine
inside.
whether or not I can.
Your
break
guess
it.
is that it would be barred from the inside.
Okay. I knock very loudly on it.
After a few minutes, a gentleman comes walking up. You hear the wood slide from behind, thuds against one of the doors, creaks open a little bit. Sorry, we're not open yet. You'll have to come back later this evening.
Not here for your opening. I'm delivering your ale. I tell him. What was the name of the bartender
Yorick.
or the innkeeper? York sent me.
Oh, yes. Courtney, then he notices, like, I'm assuming at this point you've set them down to the side. He notices the alcohol. Oh, please, bring them in. And he looks, kind of sticks his head out a little bit more, just sees the two of you. I was expecting a few more cases.
Yes, we'll be making multiple trips. This is the first trip.
Oh, well, thank you. Is he... I'll share the map with you since you're actually inside.
Ah, thank you. Oh, there's a map of this place. Oh, joy.
It appears to be some kind of a runic summoning circle in the corner.
Moose is here. He's on a job. He's working. This is professional Moose. So Moose is going to ask
Let me get this
where he
adjusted
wants.
for the stream real quick. Go ahead.
Professional
go ahead.
Moose. It's
Yep.
a totally different character, actually. Bradley, did you let Nick roll 2 characters for this campaign? Moose,
No.
Moose?
Well, Moose and who?
Professional Moose.
He's got multiple personalities.
Holy
He's in
shit.
work mode right now.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's
So,
impressive.
He's grinding it out.
Yep. So I put the ale exactly where he wants me to put it, and then I let him know that I'll be back shortly with more.
There we go. I was wondering why I think you were stuck in the wall. You couldn't move. Yeah, you bring them around. You're looking in here. Of course, they've got normal lights on. You see across at the back, just at a glance, there's 3 cabinets full of all kinds of crap. All the tables, of course, are empty right now. There's another little countertop, little like station for one person. You look over by a spiral staircase, and then the bar right there. So you put those down, and he's like, "Yeah." So when you bring the rest, I'm assuming he's taking care of some payment on your end. So 5 gold, correct?
Yark said it would be 5 gold to deliver all the ale.
Very well. Please, just knock twice when you return, so I know it's you.
Will do.
In the
Come on, Reginald.
Yeah, as you go to look at that one, like he brought up the summoning circle. It's not glowing like that, but you do see something
it's
carved
just drawn
in
into the ground.
It does catch light from where you're at. You look, maybe it has some silver lining or something like that.
Okay.
And then you head out. You can tell also from where you're at, about where the edge of the bar is, the far northern part. Above it is a balcony, and otherwise, where you're standing, the rest of it's open to the top.
Okay. I look at the decor. I look at the state of the building and everything.
Here's what it would look like if
And,
you were up there. There's the balcony you can see.
I Can't see it. Okay,
Move,
there it
scroll
is.
to your right.
Yeah, there it is. Cool. Okay. Nice.
It does not have the red tint to it at the moment.
Okay, at the moment.
Yeah, it's
So-
it's the lighting they use when they're doing the spook show.
Nice. Then I drag Reggie along with me, and we return to the tavern to get the next batch of ale.
Okay, so you'll be doing that, traveling it back and forth for a few times while
Yep.
making the deliveries. So back to Orin, or I'm sorry, we'll go back Sock. Anything else you're doing besides the research?
No.
Okay.
This whole theater, and it's just black for me.
Yeah, because there's no tokens on it.
Okay. It's just in front
Don't
of
know
my
what
face.
it looks like. You're not there.
I know that I'm not there. I'm just concerned that I fucking don't know where the center of it is.
Okay, so Orin, Cleo shows you where the guards are as you get to like a T intersection kind of. She points down the lane where they're at, and you see them just kind of standing at the corner of a building. Looks like him and another guard bullshitting.
I'm going to walk up behind one of them and tap him on the shoulder with the fleshy hand.
You tap him on the shoulder, he turns, and he's like, what the fuck?
I'm going to throw it at his face and run away.
Pocket
Roll it.
sand.
That's stupid.
Roll
Pocket
initiative.
sand. Hey.
Hang on, let me find some guards. Wasn't part of what I was planning on happening tonight.
Fucking shit, Lord Garrett. Bro, I cannot be outed as a magic user in some bumfuck town in the middle of nowhere, you shit lord.
You literally sang naked on the fucking
That's
bard.
not magic.
Listen, I'm.
One of those things.
Why does anybody think you're magic? What are you worried about, you toddler?
I'm worried about that you're gonna come back to the inn and I'm gonna be forced into a combat scenario or have to use magic.
I don't think. I think you're overthinking this.
I better be. I'm gonna cast a magic on you.
Okay, so with your big 5 initiative, is you do this, and just roll me a dex check, see if you hit the dude, actually hit him in the face.
Why did that go in the tower? Whatever.
It was a 3. So yeah, you throw it, he like kind of ducks his head out of the way, and they proceed to try to grab you.
Okay.
Why have you chosen violence?
It was mildly entertaining.
I'm gonna rip your balls off.
Okay, whatever.
So that one is a tie, but the other one is trying to do the same. But he's going to have advantage. Oh, good thing you're super strong. You rolled the same as him, so you're not grappled, but both these dudes do kind of have a hold of you. Just not you're not secured. So
I'm running.
Okay. You just take off running. They're right there with you, so they're going with you.
It's fine by me.
So where are you running to?
The end.
I hate you.
I
Okay.
don't want to try to lose him first, but
Here, we'll do this.
I mean, I could go down into the river, throw them in the water. It'd be fun.
Okay.
Wet t-shirt contest, the whole deal.
Somebody roll me a D100 in chat.
How about they don't?
We're gonna see if he runs into any other guards on the way.
Garrett's like, no, I'm not going to put you in a position where you have to cast spells. Also, Garrett, I'm ready to the end.
Okay, you're lucky. There are you don't encounter any other guards as you're running, but they are trying to grapple you still. So guard 2, let me see, make sure guard 1 doesn't screw something up for him. They both succeed. They both like grab and tackle you. So you have gone. It's your turn. So they're taking you to the ground. Both of them are on you.
You don't have me grappled by either of them in a tracker.
Oh, I thought it would automatically put that on there. Hang on. Where is grappled? There you go. And one of them's is trying to pummel you. The other is reaching for manacles.
I'm grappled, but by which one?
Both of them. They both got a hold of you.
I
So like you've seen the
know the
videos with
difference.
the cops. One of them's like trying to secure your legs. The other's like trying to get your arms pinned around your back or something.
The grapple effect has no source. I cannot roll to break it.
Oh, that's stupid. Because it's just an effect on you. Just here. I'm gonna say guard 1 is the one putting manacles on you. Guard 2 is the other one trying to secure your legs. Which are you trying to get loose from? Because they both have you.
Well, it sounds like only one of them really has their hands on me.
No, both of them made grapple checks and succeeded. One
Okay,
of them
well, I
rolled
can
a
only-
20 versus your 14. The other got a 12 versus your 11.
Hold on, we'll just roll in a strength check.
Okay, so whichever one the 1 or 2, just pick one. So I know
Whatever
which
one
one's
is going to put manacles on me.
Okay, number 1's putting manacles on you, so you managed to break loose from him. You are still grappled by 2, though.
Yep.
So they're wrestling with you. Number 2 is going to attempt to keep you held. Yep, he's got you 14-7, and number 1's trying to get control of you again. Not doing. You're fighting him off. So one dude, he's basically like holding your legs while the other guy's trying to get you manacled. Not doing a good job. What are you doing? Trying to
Breaking
break
out.
loose from 2. You managed to kick him off. It's good enough roll. You send him. He skids over about like 5 foot back. You kick him off.
Well, then I have to get up, don't I?
Yep. So half your movement, and whatever movement you can get from there. They're still going to be on you because they're with you in basically in the same spot. One dude's going to be about 5 foot behind you.
Okay.
So you continue, you break, continue to run. They're running with you. Chat, give me another D100. That would be an 8.
I gotta take the roll
And then Ari with a 1. So definitely. So here we'll do this. Both of y'all who just rolled those, so Excel and Ari, both roll a D4. Chat, high fives conspiring against you. No D in there, Ari. A minimum of you come around the corner and there's a patrol of city guard coming. There's at least 5 of them. And roll me percentile dice. There's 6 of them. You manage to see them before they see you. But that's the direction you were turning to head to the inn, is right the direction they're coming from. What are you doing?
I'm not going into them.
You're just going to like barrel into them or what?
I said not going into them.
Okay, I thought you said I'm just going into them.
No.
Opposite direction. You've got guys basically. If you're running north from your east is where you were going to go. There's 6 guards there, so you've got basically your west or your north you can run.
I'll just go west.
Okay, so you start running west. Let's see if I can break this down. We'll try to do a skill challenge, if I can remember how to do these correctly. You can't use the same skill twice.
Mm-hmm. Is this like from the GURPS or no? What was it? What was it? The
Savage Worlds?
Savage Worlds, yeah.
Similar to that, but remember in 4th edition they had skill challenges where you could do that. But yeah, basically the same premise. So if you want to tell me like if there's something like you're going to try to jump over a cart and you're using a certain skill, you're going to try to climb a wall using athletics, just however you want to describe. What are you using?
I would definitely try and go over a decent wall with athletics to try and
Okay, now climbing's half speed, but you're trying to climb a building, so give me an athletics check. Yeah, not a problem. You just kind of like as you run, there's a cart, a barrel, and you just kind of park where you hit one, jump on the other one, then leap up to the roof, grabbing it, and your momentum helps carry you straight up. You're on top of the roof, and you're running up there. Of course, they're running below. A couple of them peel off, trying to come up the building with you as well. That was athletics. Hang on. To check. Okay, those guys are having problems getting up there, so they failed. What are you doing next?
Um,
You can say that at some point you jump if you want to be down in another alley somewhere. It doesn't have to just stay on the rooftop.
I'm just trying to get to the most. I'll use perception to try and look for like a good spot to sort of break their line of sight. Like if I have
roll
to
a
drop
perception
into an
check.
alley behind a building, whatever.
Okay. Yeah. As you're running, you see a wagon going down a lane with a bunch of hay in the back of it, and you dive off and jump into that with a soft landing. It takes you down a couple of lanes, and then what are you going to use next?
Hmm. I'm gonna use survival to sort of run off past the water, sort of lose them in the woods.
Okay, well now you're in the city. You're not in an area that you're close
Oh.
enough to get outside the city right now. Now, if you can think of a different way to use it in the city, that's fine. It says that you just have to sell it.
Could I use survival to say, like, remember like a like the path throughout the city I've taken, sort of duck back into in an alley and keep running from them that way.
It will say it's you can use that to try to, because you just got here, so you haven't really explored the city yet, but you're trying. We'll use that to see if you can figure out if you know where you are in the city, if you're anywhere close to where you've been. So yeah, go ahead.
Could have been
That
worse.
one is a failure.
Damn
See, I'm
shame.
putting these are all DC 15.
Okay.
So there's 2 successes to a failure. So as you're doing that, you catch sight of a guard that turns a corner that sees you, and yelling, "This way, this way!" What skill next are you?
They're really giving it this much effort.
It was a prank, bro.
It was a prank, bro. Don't they have so many serial killers to catch? If bodies in the river are normal.
Okay, so here you are. You're a guard. You're standing there just bullshitting with your buddy, wasting time. Someone comes up with a severed arm and throws it at you, and then runs off.
Yeah,
Maybe that's the
in
serial
5
killer
minutes-
you've been looking for, because he's
5
got
minutes
body parts with him.
previously, a guy was like, "Hey, I found an arm in the river. What should I do with this?"
He doesn't know you're
No.
together. It's 2 different people.
I know.
Maybe this is a serial killer that the other person was talking about a severed arm. Maybe this is the person that did that to the arm. You don't know.
From what I understand, the Garrett is a serial killer.
I guess so.
That's me.
The evidence is overwhelming. I'm
Yeah, no,
choosing
it's
to
a
help
skill.
the
So
town guard
it's
bring him
the what are you using next? Say it's the best if you get 3 successes or 3 failures first. So it's 2 successes to 1 failure.
How is our fighter more of a rogue than the rogue is?
The rogue's been out here doing nerd shit, that's for sure.
Yeah, I've been trying to get us some money. You're gonna ruin the whole goddamn thing.
At least I'm not doing nerd shit.
Max, roll me percentile dice.
Oh, god damn it. This is your fault, Garrett.
Okay, so you're sitting there working on your shit, and you're like, oh, you stop for a minute to stretch your neck. You get up, and you walk around, you go to a window and open it, and you see Oren running across a rooftop and jumping off into a wagon of hay, and you see guards yelling and stuff.
And multiple people behind those guards are singing yakety or doing yakety sax.
God, I'm a bad influence on people. Anyway, and he closes the window and goes back to his forgery.
I wonder what that's about. Closes the window.
Can I use acrobatics to like dive underneath like a cart to get into an alley?
Sure.
It's maybe
Yeah.
blocking the way. Rip.
2 to 2. They're
I
getting
don't-
closer.
I mean, I can't use the same skill I've used before, right?
Correct. You had to find another skill
Have
or
I
something.
have I seen him running like an absolute mad lad back to the inn as I'm also heading that way, but more casually?
Seen? No. If you had hearing, I would say you could hear the people yelling.
How tragic.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out. But
I was actually going to interject this and be like, "Can I hear them?" And I'm like, you know what? Let's like hear the consequences of this bullshit. Never mind. You're on
Okay.
your own, bud.
So, what skill would you like to use now, sir?
I'd like to use insight to try and figure out a way that they might cut me off to get in front of me.
Okay. Give me that roll.
Piss.
So you're like, sweet. He's gonna go down this alley. I made sure he sees me. I fake him out. He cut around the corner, and you turn to go down a different alleyway. You run right into a set of guards, and the only thing you have time to react and see is the butt of a spear gets slammed into your face, and everything goes black.
Damn shame.
in hindsight, officer, I thought it would be funny.
There is no hindsight. It is
Okay.
funny.
So, Cleo, you get back to the inn, waiting for Oren to show back up. Moose and Reggie come in, and they're loading up, picking up some cases of alcohol.
Just kind of raise a hand in greeting.
Hello, Cleo. Did you and Scab have a nice outing today?
I'd say we did, yeah.
Well, you found an arm in the
Excellent.
river. How much better can it get?
I'm pretty sure.
And you threw that arm at a guard.
Hey, that was funny.
I think Oren might have gotten himself arrested, but the two of us, no, we had a great day.
It's good to hear. I'm sure Oren will be fine.
At that point, Rex
Reggie,
walks down the stairs. Is like, so
Reggie, put
did
your
anyone
back
else
into
notice
it.
Oren parkouring over rooftops to avoid the guards? Was that just me?
He threw a severed arm at one of them.
Max, that's
You don't know
Oh
that.
my god, that's classic! Holy shit! I gotta give that man a high five. You know, I really thought he was kind of a prude, but oh my god, he's impressing me more and more by the day.
Hey, Max, I think that you should go find Oren and give him a hand.
You know, you really gotta hand it to those guards, though. They
Yeah, they should
they
really
really
get
got
a
him.
grip.
Yeah, I'm gonna go check the jailhouse in about an hour.
Okay.
I mean, I guess I can join you in that endeavor.
So, about this time, Sock, you have done your research. You've come back to the end as you get like the end of this conversation of Oren threw a severed arm at the guards.
Well, I'm on the job. That means you too, Reginald. Come on, put your back into it. Let's go.
All right.
Lift with your legs, not your back.
Yeah. So they pick up stuff to head out. Sock, you've just come in on the tail end of the conversation, so whatever you want to do.
I cast Misty Step and remove myself from the situation.
He disappears from the
I'm
group
out.
forever.
I'm gonna go join
was never
Grishnak. I'm on
seen
his side
again.
now.
Oh, I did forget to ask last time. When y'all were traveling, the couple of days it took to get the rest of the way to this town, to Hamburg, did any of you try to get Sock to identify your items, or did y'all keep? Of course, Reggie's not here to know, but or show that you took stuff. Does Sock know about that?
I just found a cool bag. I don't think this is magic.
Sock did say they were cursed when I picked it up, so he'll have him check it out.
Yo, Sock, you told me this is cursed and I picked it up anyway, lol.
Can you give me some deets on this?
Yeah. So at some point during your journey, this is a little bit of a flashback. Max had approached you and like, so you said these were cursed, but I don't see anything wrong with it. And he pulls out this bone dagger. He goes, nothing
don't
bad's
feel
happened
cursed.
to me. Yeah.
I blink like one eye and then the other slowly. Like I'm just trying to conceive of how stupid one person can be. And then I will attempt to identify the item. I think I can actually cast Identify as a...
No, the Identify does not exist in this setting. You use Arcana checks.
Okay.
But
do that.
not with your +4, and just so subtract whatever.
Okay. So, 19.
Okay, so one, you were correct. It is cursed. Where is Max? And you get a little bit of info out of it. As soon as I can find the inventory button. It's known as Bonebringer. And if you concentrate on it and think about needing aid, a skeleton will rise from the earth.
I just get a fucking skelly boy
to fight for you. However, there is a chance that it may not like being disturbed and turn against you.
I get a Sundare skelly boy?
Oh my god.
And however, though, the curse of this item is that you have disadvantage on all strength checks and saves.
I'm not happy about it, but it could be worse. I was thinking maybe it would be Dex, and then I would be super sad.
I'm sorry, a disadvantage on strength saves, not checks.
Oh, okay. Well, don't ask me to like push boulders or like hold super heavy stuff open.
Is this also one of those items where he can't get rid of it, just drops it?
Okay, the way these work, he is stuck with it. He can try to throw it away. It's going to reappear in his bag. That's the curse. Once you get basically 5th level, you can attempt to remove curse on it. It's if you cast it successfully, then yeah, the curse is broken. He can throw it away, but whoever picks it up next time gets the curse. You can also...
I'm not going to tell him that part, because he's going to sell the dagger to 100 different people and just get the dagger back.
I feel like the DM is not going to let that fly.
We can see how it goes. I mean, I'm not going to tell you can't. But you can also, you know that from training with the Inquisition, that if you cast a second remove curse, or if you can do it as part of the initial casting, but you have to say that you're using it to temporarily remove the curse, then you have to succeed on a DC 20 casting of it. And if you do, you actually remove the curse part of it, and he can set it down, keep it, use it at will. It still has the effect that there's a 25% chance that the skeleton will turn against him on a summons. That's just part of the negative of all my items have a plus and a minus, but the actual curse is the disadvantage on strength saves. You can remove that permanently. If you fail on the roll, the whole thing crumbles to dust.
Oh no, what a shame. I'm going to tell him about the skeleton and warn him that he should never use it in the first place. But I'm not going to tell him about the part where he can't get rid of it.
And so during this time, Cleo, you see enough where you can read the lips of the conversation. So you know that the item he brought out of there has some abilities.
I suddenly don't want this. This is bad vibes. I think probably a day would pass as he tries to leave it behind. And
Yeah,
then
you throw it
appears
off in the
again.
woods.
Yeah.
And then later, as you're going through your pack, you notice it's in your pack.
I just like begrudgingly bring it to him. A little shamefully.
So Cleo walks up like, yeah, I kind of took something too.
I touched it and now it won't go away.
You gonna try to check it out, Sock?
Oh, do you want me to, Cleo? I was not listening. I did not hear it.
I'm showing you the cursed bag that I touched. Help.
Sock
He's trying to
raises
get
his
rid
hand
of,
to
or he
his
tried
eyes
to get
and
rid
rubs-
of it, but it's showing back up.
He rubbed both of his eyes for a second. He's like, why do I even bother? I'm trying so hard to save all of humanity, and you just will not stop. You just won't stop.
And as you say that, Reggie's like, yeah, I kind of took this also.
God damn it!
I imagine Sock saying, "You just won't stop," and in the background you see Max dancing with his skeleton pal.
Off in the
What-
distance.
When that happens, like one of his eyes, all the blood vessels just pop. I'm trying so hard. I'm trying so hard. I'm gonna identify it. Is 20
Yeah, that's
or
definitely
23 actually.
For Cleo there.
I already know what it does, so we can
Yeah, I
just
know,
kind
I
of skip
told
through
you,
this
but
part.
for everybody else, let me get this identified.
You said Reggie also took something, right?
Yeah, Brandon's not here, but I'm going to have
Okay.
him do it so we can get that over with.
Cool.
This it's a nicely crafted leather bag, bat motifs on it and stuff. It's full of guano.
You have a shit bag?
Experimenting with it as you dump all the guano out of it a little bit. You see it start slowly. It's refill. Well, this is part as you're checking it, trying to figure things out, and it keeps replenishing the bat guano in it. So it allows you to cast Fireball.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
There's a 25% chance that it centers on yourself instead. And the curse of this, unfortunately, is that you are vulnerable to fire damage.
Oh, that is terrifying.
Whatever you do, don't use this.
I just want to see how much damage it does, though.
Alright, fine. You know what? Go ahead and do it. Fine. Damage yourself.
That would
37
kill me
times 2.
instantly.
Centered on
Oh
you.
no,
yeah.
what a shame that would be.
25% chance to die instantly. No thanks.
Percentile dice.
Hey, Moose is still alive.
So that would have been a 37 on a save to 74 on a fail. Roll your percentile dice.
Yep.
See what would have happened. Yeah, you'd have blown some motherfuckers up, but not yourself.
Yeah, no, I don't think I'm gonna risk
I'd finish the
that.
job.
And then Brandon's not here, but we'll say you check that one out.
My other eyeball has all of its blood vessels pop.
Yeah, all of them have popped.
I have a
Where's
migraine now.
Reggie?
I have a migraine, and it's named Reggie Maxilius Cleo.
Moose would just like to say when Reggie says that he has also taken an item, Moose would like to just very menacingly get in his face and say, "The ice beneath you grows thinner, Reginald."
Yeah, so the Reggie's is known as Quethuk's Blade. This was a give me a history check.
Can I actually tell him it's named something else? I'm gonna name him. It's called Dipshit Sorrow.
Give me a history check.
All right. I'm not gonna tell him its real name. It's Dipshit Sorrow. I got an 11.
It sounds familiar. The only thing that you can remember from this, nothing specific, but this is definitely sounds like a Skaven type name.
I'm renaming it.
But this dagger just it oozes poison from the blade. It deals an extra D4 poison damage. However, if the basically if you roll I've got to reword this. If you roll a 1 to 5, that the poison drips on you, so he would take the poison damage. And the curse is that he's got vulnerability to poison.
You know what? I want to rename it the Poison Poker. That's what I'm gonna call it. I'm not telling him its real name. It's the Poison Poker.
I'll put it as unidentified, and then I'll change the ID name to the Poison Poker.
Excellent. This is my gimmick now. You guys come to me with cursed items, and I'm just gonna rename them. I'm not letting you guys have cool items if you're not gonna listen to me when you pick up cursed shit. You're not getting cool items.
Hey, thanks for the follow.
I tell
Appreciate
you
it.
not to. Thanks, Moa. Don't pick up any of these items, says Sock. Literally 50% of the party picks up these items.
There was
At
some
least
cool
I
shit
didn't
in there,
pick up
though.
an item,
Do what?
right, Scott?
Right. Yeah, don't pick up any cursed items, and I can't rename them to dipshit stuff, huh? How about that?
Okay. So
Also, the Poison Poker is a hilarious name.
Welcome to the GrimDark.
What do you name my thing? Do you want to name my thing?
What was your thing originally called? It was a bag?
Bat's Bargain, I believe.
Bat's Bargain?
Bat's Bounty.
Bounty, sorry. The shit bag.
No, that's fine. Bat's Bargain Bin.
I figured you'd have been like, it's just a shit bag.
It doesn't even do anything. Like, I can't clean up like it doesn't even do anything. It's just full of bad shit that you can never get rid of.
Infinitely replenishing bad shit. Excellent.
I just like don't even inform Cleo of all the good stuff he can do. I just tell him that it's just this. It's just a bag full of bad shit that you can never get rid of. What if there was somebody out there who just made prank cursed items?
That's what Bradley does.
What do you think I'm doing now? Okay, so the scene fades back to current time. Moose and Reggie finish up their deliveries, and on your last one, he's like, "Well, if you would like, I would be happy give you a free tour, or let you go through the frightful, horrifying, terrifyingly spooky Theater Infernalis." He gets all theatric about it.
Fucking house.
Spooky. No,
Bro, these theater
Yeah.
kids.
I hope your heart can take the spookiest adventure.
I would love to take you up on that offer, but I actually cannot right now. Unfortunately, my idiot companions have gotten themselves arrested. Uh, uh, would
Yeah.
that offer still be on the table?
Well, we don't
in,
open
let's
till this
say,
evening
a couple
anyway.
more
So
hours?
if you manage to spring your companions from their purgatory, you may all come back.
Well, thank you very much. It
What if we didn't?
was a pleasure doing business with you.
What if we
He
just
gives you
didn't
5
bother?
gold.
You don't want to go to the haunted
Yeah.
house?
I shake his hand.
I mostly meant about freeing our idiots. Tori.
Oh yeah, no, he can probably spend the night in there. No big deal.
And as we're leaving, I say, "Now, Reginald, you see this. This is what we call honest work. This is something you need to learn."
He's been the whole time whining about his back hurting and he's callus on his hand. And yeah, he's like, nah.
Yes.
That fits in part of his
Reginald, since
backstory. When
we're-
he's doing archaeology stuff,
Yeah.
he picked all the easy jobs. He didn't want to do the physical stuff.
Perhaps, Reginald, since we're already out and about, perhaps I should get my axe sharpened. And I'm at that point. I'm not going to actually do that. We're just going to go back to we'll go back to the inn.
Okay.
To find out what happened to Oren and if we need to do anything about it.
So who all was we all waiting for Moose and Reggie to get back, or are y'all heading out, or who's heading out to do what?
Yeah, I'll wait.
Yeah, because you said about an hour. So yeah, when you get back, they haven't gone yet, Moose.
Okay.
Or you don't assume they have. You come in, they're sitting there, but Oren's not with them.
I'll sit down with them and whatever Reggie says. The work was not difficult today. He is just a bitch. And
You see him kind
I
of
wave
mouthing.
over.
He's not vocalizing it, but you see him just like mimicking what Moose is saying, kind of behind him, like.
I call over the innkeeper, and I get a round of drinks with my newfound gold. How much for a round for all of us?
Since you helped him out, he brings you around on the house.
Excellent.
Here you
Thank
are,
you for the
Moose.
work.
may have
That
mine.
got me out of a bind.
I didn't think I need any more after last night.
Yeah, I'm gonna need some for what's coming.
Wait,
I'll
what's
tell you
coming?
what, Cleo. Cleo, can I give this one to Scab?
Yeah, you can give one to Scab.
If you say Scab's name, he's like,
I put Sock's mug on the floor so that Scab can drink it.
Don't let her lick you. She had an arm in her mouth today.
I've already indulged once this month. No more, thank you.
Probably too late for that, but you know what they say. Dogs are apparently
I just blink and nod along. Mm-hmm.
Scab laps it up, loves it. Give me a con check. Scab.
Dog. Is Scab gonna get a feat?
Maybe.
Oh my god.
Yeah, she doesn't get sick from it, but definitely like not handling it as well as she did last time, but not getting sick.
Alright, let's go walk it off. Let's go bust Oren's silly ass out of jail.
Both going.
Jailbreak story. I like the idea that
Or
Oren's not even in jail for anything serious, and we're still going to do a prison break.
or we could let him suffer the consequences of his actions, and instead we could go check out this what was it called, this fun house, this horror house, what is it called again?
The
What
theater
was the term that
Infernalis.
he used? Yeah. Or I have a contact in the theater Infernalis who will let us explore the theater for free.
Theater what? What did you say?
Have you ever been in a haunted house?
Theater Infernals?
Yeah,
Yes,
it's some nerd shit. Would you
Okay.
like to go or not?
Yeah, that sounds cool as hell.
It's free.
Sure. Even better.
We'll let Orin think on his actions. Maybe he'll learn a lesson, and we'll go get him tomorrow. How about that?
I think I might like a place called Theatre Infernalis as well. Got an interesting name.
What is that? What word are you saying?
I'll look at Cleo and mouth slowly. Infernalis.
You're making syllables up. I no.
What?
No, that word's not real. I don't know that one.
Of course you don't. You're deaf.
Rude, first of all. Second of all, I am not entirely comfortable leaving my good friend Oren in prison where apparently people disappearing into rivers in pieces is normal.
All right, fine.
Disappearing into rivers?
We'll get Orin first.
Wait, what about people disappearing into rivers?
That's where we found the arm.
You found an arm?
Yeah, Scap found an arm in the river. And we brought it to
an arm?
We brought it to a guard, and he was like, it's fine, just throw it back. So Oren threw it at him.
I turn to Reggie and I ask, did you know about this?
I've been with him all day, and he points at Moose.
Maxilius?
I've been working on our project all day.
Good job, Maxilius. I'm going to pat him on the back. You're the only one I can rely on around here. And sometimes Moose. Cleo, you're on the fucking ice.
You're on notice.
Well, it's not like I was the one who threw the arm.
Well, before that, he was armed and dangerous.
Oren was on very thick ice until this moment. Now he's on very, very thin ice.
Stocks are way down.
Stinks.
Yeah, when they're low, they're called stinks.
All right,
you found a hand in the river.
Yeah, Scab found it.
Great.
Yep.
Fantastic. I'm sure this won't come to bite us in the ass soon.
Sure.
Man, I'm only allowed to indulge once a month, and I already burned it last night. That was a rookie move. Rookie move, really.
Okay, you guys don't have to come with. I'm just gonna go see if I can talk our way out of this.
Yeah, we need someone that we can trust to handle this. And as inclined as I want to be against him for his former inquisitorial nature, Sock has proven himself very reliable.
I'm just going to start gaslighting all of you and saying that was never a thing.
You all imagine that. A group delusion.
I'm gonna cast enhance ability on myself for charisma and just start lying my ass off, and none of you will be able to stop me.
Well, I vote we go rescue our compatriot.
Not even one night in the jail. I suppose Cleo is correct. A place where hands are found in the rivers, probably not a place where we want to leave our friend.
Orin is a delicate flower, and if we leave him in the jail for too long, all of his petals will be picked.
Oh, truly, his constitution is just really quite. Let's go.
So you head out, ask around as passersby as you're going, find where the guard station is.
Where do they keep the rejects?
Yep. So you find the place, walk in. There's a desk with him. He's guard, but he doesn't have the attire of the city guard. Sitting behind it, a few other clerks with paperwork behind him, and there's a barred door that leads it further into the building. Can do for you.
Before we go in, I just want to set the record straight. Okay, this has happened before. The cover story normally is he's my extremely mentally unwell older brother.
This has happened. Oh my gosh.
Actually, it's funny you say that because I was going to say that he is extremely mentally unwell as well.
It's worked a couple times to get him out.
I mean, it's not really a lie, really.
How many times this has happened?
You don't want to know.
I do. I want a number.
Sock's like, yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I want to know.
This is important information.
You know, if we get him out, I'll tell you the number.
Is that a promise?
That's a promise.
Shake on it.
I extend my hand.
All right. Now you've made a promise. You promise?
I promised.
I'm a witness.
Promise now.
I'm a witness. I will vouch for you.
We have witnesses for the promise.
All right. Let's go see if we can't get our idiot out.
Now, Cleo, how have you sold this before? Do you cry, or do you bribe them, or how has this worked in the past?
Generally start with exasperation, maybe some slight concern. He's run off on his own before. He can't live just by himself. He needs constant supervision. Or else he gets himself in trouble and oh no, he's gotten himself arrested. Oh no, my poor brother. What did he do this time?
Where is the lie?
I was gonna say, this doesn't seem like a lie.
It should come pretty naturally.
I think you're lying to yourself, Cleo. I think that's the true lie here.
The less money I have to bribe, the better. Or not. I can make him pay for it.
I walk up to Cleo and I put my hand on his shoulder and I put my finger into 8 directions and say, "Winds of fate, please don't let us fail." And I'm going to cast guidance.
Okay.
What? Did you just say a little magic spell? I didn't catch that.
No, of course not. Let's go.
Okay.
Me cast a magic spell?
Did you just wiggle your finger at me?
It
At
was in
me?
8 different directions to signify chaos undivided. Let's go.
We go.
I'm not going to question that,
Okay, so same thing. He walks in and looks at you. What can I do for you? As he says it, he says this. He's looking down as he's writing something, so you don't see his. You see his cheeks moving. You know he's talking, but you don't, of course, hear him. The rest of you hear what he asks.
Excuse us. I'm looking for my my brother, he is very unwell in the head, and he has gotten away from me. I just want to
aren't
see
we
if he's
all?
turned up.
And what does this brother look like?
Has he looked up yet?
Yeah, he finally kind of looks up, just kind of like
Okay.
bored. What does he look
Dark
like?
hair, kind of messy, bit of a dour face.
Can you narrow that down any further?
You should have just
Yeah.
made some stuff up that made him look bad.
That's half the people that live here.
What do you look like? What are you wearing right now?
My chain, probably over some nice clothes. Clean
What are you
myself
doing,
up.
Nick? You're making a lot of noise.
Hey, snacks.
Oh, sorry. I have
Are you
snacks.
crunching cans?
That wasn't a no.
I choose to believe you're crunching cans.
I came in with a couple of swords.
Scott, don't out me as a goat pretending to be a human.
Some
You'll never get a
crossbows.
goat, Nick. Sorry, Garrett. I think I talked over you.
Just came in with a couple of weapons. My swords, my crossbows.
Yeah, my mentally unwell brother, armed to the teeth, by the way.
What they do? They didn't take my bag off of me.
Well, yeah, you're not sitting in your cell with all your gear.
Right.
Your armor. You probably don't even have your armor on.
I have like chainmail. Like I think it's just over some regular like traveling clothes. Just like a dark shirt and some pants.
Got a purple cloak on, some chain.
Yep.
And where was he last seen?
Jumping off a roof?
I lost him by the river, maybe 2 hours ago.
Okay, purple cloak. He's writing down all these things near river. I will have a patrol go look for him. Where are you staying? Where I can let you know.
At the whatever the place it is called.
Okay. Roll me perception check.
Oh,
Yeah. You're telling him this. You look up, and one of the clerks is like filing. He's putting stuff up. It makes the movement. You catch a glint from it, and he's putting his equipment up in a shelving area. You recognize the chainmail. You recognize the weapons. The purple cloak is being put up. Basically, is in a holding shelf.
oh, that's his bag. Do you have him here by chance? Those are his belongings.
These belongings back here.
Yes.
These, and he points. So your brother is the one who assaulted a guard and then ran.
I scratch I put my hand up to my eyes and start rubbing my eyes like, oh, it's much worse than I thought.
I'm sorry he did what?
Max kind of like sucks in air through his teeth a little bit, like quietly, just like, ooh, no.
Yikes.
From what I understand, have been told, he approached Officer Laramie, or Guard Laramie, and Guard Thomas, tapped them on the shoulder with a severed arm, and then threw it at their face. He then proceeded to run from them, was tackled and trying to be apprehended as he kicked Guard Laramie in the face, threw Guard Thomas off, and proceeded to run, and evading them for quite a bit of a chase until he was apprehended.
Cleo's got like a hand over his mouth. He's looking like this is the worst news in the world. He's like trying not to laugh.
You couldn't just burn your action surge and run harder. You couldn't just do that, huh?
I don't get that back but like once every week.
Yeah, whatever, dude.
Stop being a baby.
Maybe we should have thought about this before smacking a guard with a disembodied arm.
Like, what's the worst that happens? I die?
No, that'd be great for us. That's a great scenario right now.
I am so
Here,
sorry.
tell me you're tired of playing GrimDark without telling me you're tired of playing GrimDark.
If only we had the world famous Bard L to help us.
Where's L to calm emotions when we need him?
It is like fucking +8 to charisma or some shit.
Yeah, Cleo's like going red in the face. He's got tears in his eyes. He's choking back the laughter and trying to look sad. That's so troubling. I am so sorry.
He's the fucking worst.
He is not well in the head. I apologize if he hurt anybody. He doesn't know his own strength. I can pay for any damages that were caused. I'd just like
Is that an insight check?
Home.
Yes, it is.
Get fucked.
Look.
Oh
no!
Just
God,
had
no,
to.
God ain't gonna help
You
that.
just
Never
had
mind.
to beat a 6, dude.
Oh my god!
Guidance isn't gonna help that. No, wait, silvery barbs.
Wait, why are we not having the guy who's super good at deception roll the deception check?
Because I'm the one talking.
How silvery barbs works? I forgot.
He re-rolls, so he just takes the lower roll.
You're attempting to cast?
Oh, they have to use the lower roll, so I can't cast it on Cleo. It doesn't work.
Finally, we found a situation where silvery barbs doesn't work.
Yeah, the only way I can help you is if I make him roll a 1. I have to make this person roll a 1 to die.
I mean, at this point, it's just Cleo just laughing the absolute.
Yeah, so as you're talking to this guy, you're trying to work up these tears, but you just kind of start giggling as you're talking to him. Like, yeah, you don't seem too worried.
Max is like fading into the background. Like he's like backpedaling out of the room.
I take it this isn't the first time such has happened.
Well, Bradley, you wanted us to have another RP session where we didn't get to do anything, so you fucking your monkey's paw. Your monkey's paw goes down.
Nice.
As Max like slowly backs out of the room, he like taps Sock on the shoulder. It's just like we should probably get out of here.
This is doing the Homer Simpson into the bushes.
Into the bush, yeah, that's exactly.
I want to see how this ends. I'm not really a part of this. I can just pretend I wasn't here.
So with it, as you giggling, he kind of sits his pencil down, folds his fingers together, looking at you. So, not the first time, is it?
Oh, attacking your guard specifically? No.
Oh, I would assume not, since you appear new here. And what would you suggest we do with someone who assaults the guard of the town for no reason? And speaking of, where did this severed arm come from?
Oh, God knows where.
You found it from somewhere, or he did. This is your brother. You don't know where he just finds severed arms?
It's a theater prop.
We were at the river. I have heard that sometimes unfortunate things wash up.
Yeah, yes, it's not uncommon for bodies to be found in the river. And where was this one, and where's the rest of it?
Oh, I don't know where the rest of it is. Why would I know
Were
that?
you there when it was found, or did you know anything about it?
No.
Oh no!
Well, then,
All right, if you fail this, Moose is going to physically remove you from the building.
another deception.
Oh no!
Max, why are you letting this happen anymore?
Nope. Max is already out the door, man. As soon as this broke bad, he was gone.
Okay, so, okay, well then, I'll have to see if he's regained consciousness, and we're going to have to question your brother. And the rest of you, relations as well? As he
Well,
kind
I
of keeps
was until
looking
about
up,
2
looking at
minutes
Moose.
ago.
No, I'm not related to. I'm thankfully not related to him. He is simply a moron that I must put up with.
Actually, these are my brothers, as I point to Max Elias and
You turn to point to
Moose.
Max, and Max is not there beside you anymore.
That's fine. Moose is fine. We actually just had a weird question about joining the God, but I think we've gotten our answers and ready to go.
Excuse me.
Oh,
I'd like to speak with my brother in private for a moment. He's quite heartbroken by what has happened to our dear friend Oren.
Truly,
And I'm gonna
stop
drag Sock
associating
out
you
of
with
the
that name.
building. I'm gonna drag Sock out of this building.
Yeah, is there any chance that if he's awake, I can have a word with him?
Podless, let me check. Wait here. He gets up, goes around, pulls out a ring of keys, opens up the door, turns it, shuts behind him, it locks it. You hear the the rest of you hear footsteps fade off. Cleo does not. A few minutes later,
Well, before he comes back, I just want to real quick say to Sock, I do not condone anything. Don't drag my name into this. I have a lot of respect and high expectations for you. Don't let me down now.
What? I don't even want to be here anymore.
Then we are in agreement.
At first, it was funny. Now it's just sad.
Can we ask if we could perhaps visit Oren, not to get him out, but to just beat him with your what do you call it? A flagellating whip?
Oh yeah, I wear that around my belt.
Yeah, is that, are you allowed to use that on other people? Because I think that he perhaps needs a beating.
Well, there's no law that says I can't.
Excellent. Let's see if he'll allow us in to do that. I want to make sure that Reggie knows not to step out of line. But let's take Reggie in with us too.
I cast guidance again, but on Moose this time.
okay.
All right,
y'all are having
go
that
back inside.
discussion. The guy goes and checks, and he comes back. Okay, he's awake. He's being taken to a questioning cell. You can speak to him there, and he opens the gate, ushers you back. You'll have to talk to him from here, though. They've got Oren. He's sitting behind a wooden table. He's manacled. His hands are on like each side of the table, or it's manacled down. He looks up to see you, Cleo. He's got a black eye. His lip is split. Still got a little bit of a bloody nose. It's not running, but you can see where it's dried on there. And the guard just stands off to the side. He's there to hear what's going on, so they don't leave you in private, though. And you can't speak in sign language because your hands are too far apart.
Yeah, my hands are behind me. He's just gonna grin and be like, still funny though.
All right. You know what? I was going to ask Orin if he'd learned his lesson, but he clearly
Not-
hasn't.
Not
I'll turn to
funny.
the
Yeah, they only let
Brad.
Cleo's
I'll
the
turn-
only one that got to go back. They weren't letting
Oh.
all of you back there.
Oh, they
Bad.
weren't letting all of us. Oh, okay.
I thought the guard said he didn't care what we did with the arm.
He said throw it in the river. Wait, no, I'm gonna sign that.
Is it the same guard that's back there with them, or is it a different guard?
So the guy taps you on the shoulder, Cleo. You just said the guard said to throw it back in the water.
No, I signed that. I signed that.
Oh, okay.
She
I'm
signed-
like,
she signed
like, you just said you didn't know nothing about it.
Retconned as soon as I said it.
What are the chances that these guards speak ASL?
It's funny you say that
List.
as I was picking up my percentile dice. Oh my fucking god.
No.
Yo, he does.
Hang on.
I just realized my bag is really loud again. I'm sorry.
Garrett, you've become the very thing you swore to destroy.
That's gotta be like a 1%. There's no way that can be like higher than 10.
Maybe he's got a sibling who's deaf. You don't know.
Yeah, this random guard that he made up on the spot.
Yeah. That's how it works. Duh.
There you go. I put it in Discord.
Yo!
Oh my god.
Oh
I guess he
one.
does.
01. So yeah, he taps you on the
Speaks better than you
shoulder.
do.
Yeah, this is like so how would you know he said to throw the arm in the water if you knew nothing about it? His eyebrows raised, and then he like looks down at your hands and back up, and then he signs, "Yes, I know how to speak like this as well."
I look at Orin with like a very oh shit look on my face.
Orange. It's just like
At that point, you feel hands get you from behind, grab each of your arms. The guard unlocks the cell across from where Orin's at, and you were ushered into there. I think we're going to have some more conversations with you and your brother.
You just couldn't tell him the truth, huh?
We'll say the rest of you, Moose, you would turn around and go walk back in. You're looking down through the barred doorway, and you see them basically arresting Cleo now.
Maybe we should have gone to the theater first.
You know what? I don't think guidance is going to be enough for this. What is enhanced
No.
to level 2?
I'd like to.
It's
go up
okay,
to the,
cast fireball at him.
I'd like to go up to the guy that like checked us in or whatever.
That dude's down the hallway. He was the
Okay.
one opening the door.
Who can I speak with? Who's available for me to speak
There's
with?
2 other clerks that are like filing stuff and putting like the equipment and things up.
Excuse me.
Yeah. He looks kind of. He hadn't been turned around yet. He
Well-
looks kind of shocked to see how large you are. Yeah.
It appears that 2 of our companions are being held here for questioning. And I was curious, will they be beat physically?
Unless they do
demand
something
so.
worth beating, like assaulting a guard or trying to escape or something. No.
Brandon, please show
My-
us from our own stupidity.
My follow-up question is, would I be allowed to beat them for their stupidity?
The guy, it's a genuine laugh. He's like, "Oh man, I would not want to piss someone of your size off. You feel free to beat your friends later, but you can't do it in here."
How soon would I be allowed to beat them?
I can't answer that. I'm not sure. I don't know what all's wrong with them or what they've done.
Would you do me a great service and go find out how long it will be before I get to beat them?
Sure. He goes back. He opens like he starts. Or no, because it's not that big. He yells through there, "Hey, Jeffries! This big guy here wants to beat his friends. I'm assuming it's the ones you're dealing with. I kind of want to see this. Do you want to bring him outside?" The dude sticks his head around the corner. He looks like not entertained by that comment.
Well,
They'll
if
be
he looks
done
at
when
my
they're
face, he'll
done.
see that I look. If he looks at my face, he'll see that I am genuinely pissed.
Yeah, he's not too happy himself.
Yeah.
They're going to have to be questioned. We'll have to wait for a detective to come. So I don't know how long it's going to be. The rest of you, and he sees you. He's like, the rest of you, if these are your friends, may want to hang around also. Do you have any knowledge of this severed arm or the body from whence it came?
There's a severed hand.
I haven't. I have not. I have not seen these two morons since this morning when we first parted ways. Up until. Well, okay. I say, yeah. I haven't seen these two morons since this morning. Up until the second moron who you just now arrested came to tell us the first moron was missing.
You might want to choose smarter friends.
Boy, I wish I could.
Yeah, I'm beginning to understand that. I appreciate your what's the word? Your astute observation.
You're free to welcome. There's benches outside.
All right. I turn to Reginald and I look Reginald dead in the eye and I say, if you do anything to get arrested and put in one of those cells, I will kill you before they can arrest you.
Yeah, I kind of get the. I understand you don't like me. I understand.
I'm just bullying Brandon, and he's not even here. I'm sorry, Brandon.
I like to think you turn to Sock and you're like, I would kill an army for you. Everyone else does.
I'll be right back. I'm going to take the dogs outside. Be right back.
I turn to Sock and I turn to Max and I say, you two are the most sane. And you two are the most sane individuals that I have had the mispleasure. Or no, I'm misspeaking. I appreciate having you two around.
I'll be right back.
I like the idea that you turn to a literal chaos worshiper and you're like,
You're the most sane person in this group.
Listen, I'm just saying, Chaos Undivided kind of makes sense.
I mean, compared to the other ones, yeah.
Yeah.
You have 5 options, 4 of which are garbage.
Mm-hmm.
And
Listen, Moose can get behind that. I mean, he's not going to join you, but he's not going to be against you either.
in this day and age, that's as good as I can get.
You know,
Max. Max, how do you feel about chaos? Let's just delve into your philosophy.
You know, we could get into a philosophical discussion about chaos later. What if we just left, turned in the deed, and then just split the proceeds between the 4 of us?
Oh yeah, then we can tell them that they didn't even accept the deed.
That would
I like the way you think.
Lesson. I think that would be the best way for us to teach them a lesson. And then we'll come back and we'll beat them.
By the way, Kate, I really wanted to cast Enhance ability on you. It's a level 2 spell, so my chance of failure on it is way fucking higher.
Bro, don't even worry about it. This is
Don't even worry about it.
This is the best possible outcome.
What?
Dude, what kind of nonsense are we getting? We need another bard.
You heard Kate. It's the best possible outcome. Let's bail. We're taking the deed.
You're right. We're out of here.
Maybe we can come bribe the guards with like a third of the deed money later. But any more than that, you guys are fucked.
We totally
Maybe
deserve this.
Maybe for some reason we'll run into a very handsome and well-dressed bard on the street who will use his silver tongue to help us.
I was
If
going to make a
only.
joke about Leora, and then my thought was like, no, Leora kind of likes Proximo. She probably won't enjoy Sock very much. Not a lot of similarities going on there. I'm kind of playing complete opposites.
Yeah. Yeah, then on the other side of town, L's spider sense is tingling. He's like, I feel like there's a situation going on that I'm perfectly able to resolve.
Oh, I'm sobering up like a lot, and I'm probably not willing to have any more vodka.
Yeah, D&D will do that to you, man. You spend so much time playing D&D that your body has time to sober up.
Yeah. It's so what is our actual plan? Are we gonna go do the deed, or are we gonna try and do something? Or are we just gonna beat them with a belt filled with rusty nails? Because any of those options sound great.
I'm gonna be honest. I like the plan. Let's go do the deed. Split the money just between the four of us. I'm gonna take a percentage of Reggie's cut though, because I'm just kidding. No, I won't do that. Yeah, we're gonna split it 4 ways instead of 6 ways.
That could be our bribe
And
money.
yeah, that could be our bribe money. And
Like,
then
we could set that aside. If we don't need bribe
Okay.
money, we can give it back to Reggie. If we need bribe money, it's coming from Reggie.
that's that's actually a great idea. So we'll split it 3 ways minus Reggie, and Reggie's share is provisional based on not needing to use it to bribe them.
Oh, I meant like giving him a 12.5%, but yeah, we can just give him dick all.
Oh wait, no, that's actually perfect. Let's split it 6 ways. No, okay, this is the plan. We split it 6 ways. We give Reggie his 12 or whatever percent, but then we keep the 2 shares for the 2 of them.
Well, why don't we
That's
just?
the same as before. That is the same. Whatever.
You're
Why
right.
don't
I'm
we
just
just-
doing the math really dumb. I'm sorry.
Why don't we just
I'm just
split it 4
I'm not good at
ways,
math.
and the 2 idiots that got themselves arrested don't get a cut?
That was
They're-
my
You don't
plan.
get a
Their
cut.
part of the cut is going to be used to bribe the guards.
Yes.
I guess we could do that if we need. And if we don't need to bribe the guards, we can just tell them that the deed
Yeah.
play didn't work
I'm
out.
back.
And then we can
We're
beat
trying
them.
to figure out how to cut the other 2 out of the deed plan.
Yeah, we're like, you know what? Fuck these guys. They don't
Bradley,
get,
I
they
just
don't
wanted
get
to
any of
let
this
you know.
money.
At your old GrimDark game, you're like, wow, you guys barely play like it's GrimDark, and this group is way worse about it.
I'm back.
Oh, good. I'm glad you were going through all of that.
Did both of
You're just
y'all
gonna have
turn
to go watch
cams
the
off?
Twitch live. What?
Did both of y'all turn cams off?
I did, yeah. I got up
Oh.
from my desk.
Oh,
I
it just
said
makes
we were
because both of you were black, and I'm like, did I hit a button wrong or something?
No. Okay, we have a plan, and I'm glad that Garrett and Bradley were not here to hear it.
I
Excellent.
have to hear it.
No, you don't. It's good. You don't need to know.
I'd like
Fine.
to, while they're discussing our fate, I'd like to explain to the guard what happened exactly, truthfully.
Okay,
Nobody's
so,
asked me any
Ah,
fucking questions yet.
You can explain that all to an interrogator. They should be here momentarily. So you wait around. About 15 minutes later, a guy comes in. He starts with you, Oren. So, you found a severed arm that you assaulted a guard with, correct?
False. The dog found the arm.
Now there's a dog.
Is she in the room, or did they not let her come in?
No, she wouldn't have. You wouldn't have been. She couldn't have come in. So I'm assuming she's out. She's out front. But
Who would she be? Yeah, so is she sitting out front, or would she be with one of us?
y'all were out front, unless you come in, because they said they had some. There were some benches because there's not enough room for all of you just to hang out inside. Right. So there's benches outside around the building that you could sit at. I'm assuming one of you. She's probably hanging out with Yumu since you give her alcohol.
Yeah, I'm stealing your dog.
Don't dare steal my dog.
So, a dog stole your homework. I mean, brought you an arm. So you take random arms from random dogs to then assault guards with.
Back up. You're going too fast. I either have a concussion, a lot less blood on my body than I did like earlier today. But you're going too fast.
I'm really stupid. You have to slow down.
He says, please, well then tell me in your own words and please take your time. How did this start with the dog?
Oh, well. There was a dog. And
my dog.
Leo's dog.
Cleo.
We were,
he's writing things down. So the dog is Cleo.
No, Cleo is my friend here. My brother.
Okay. Is that the one in the room? And points behind out the door.
Oh, I thought we were in the same room.
No, you're like across the hallway from him, though.
Okay.
Yeah. And, we thought we'd spend the day down by the river. And we got down there. And, sometimes how dogs are. I found the first interesting thing he saw and, just, really sunk his teeth into it. And it was really fucking gross. We tried to get him to put it down, and she just thought we were playing the whole time. Ran down the bank, scared some children with the severed arm. Tried.
So
I grabbed it at one point.
So you're scaring children with this arm as well as assaulting guards.
Did I say I told the dog to do that? What you're writing?
You said the words scaring children with this arm.
No, she got away from us. I tried to, grab the arm out of her mouth, and it was really gross and wet, and the whole very waterlogged. I got my hand on the severed arm, on the hand like a handshake, and the dog like pulled away from me, and the skin off the hand just came off, and I like.
This is the stupidest session of D&D I've ever had the displeasure of being a part of.
Well, if you shut the fuck up, we can get back to you faster.
I don't even care about getting back to me.
So, after some shenanigans of chasing the dog down, we finally got her to drop the arm, and I picked it up, and I was like, hey, you should go find the guard so we could, get this taken care of, because I just didn't want to leave an arm out where children are apparently. And I was looking around for, the rest of it. I didn't really ever find anything. But Cleo came back and said the guards said they don't really care what we did with it. So I went to go give it to the guard, and I got an attitude about it.
I'm going to use that phrase in everyday life more often, just so you know, Garrett. I got an attitude about it.
And I thought that the guard should probably care a little bit more about the severed arms hanging around his community. So I sort of
Yeah, make it the guard's fault. That'll work.
threw it at him. I mean, he said I didn't care what I did with it, so I gave it back to him.
So you approached the guards, you showed them you had a severed arm and asked if there could be a problem. It's scaring children. And they said
No, I said I got an attitude about it. You weren't listening.
Oh my god! I can't.
he just stares at you.
I'm
Hold on,
sorry.
let me scoot a little closer to you. I want to make sure.
I'm sorry.
I'm getting an attitude again. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm getting all fired up about this.
So you have anger issues.
I mean, I wouldn't say I have any more anger issues than say yourself.
Oh my god! Do you need a better shovel to keep digging that hole, bro?
No, I've got one in my bag.
This dude, he's very composed. But
that's the long short of it. And then we ran and.
So you and Cleo.
The guards.
We ran.
No, me and the guards. Cleo said that they were gonna, get out of there, and I said I'll take care of it.
So let me get this straight. You approach the guards, and you either talk to them about.
I didn't talk to them.
So you just approach them angrily.
I tapped their shoulder with the arm. He didn't take
the
too kindly
dead
to that.
arm. You touched one of the guards with a dead arm.
With the severed arm, yes, sir.
And your reasoning for such?
Do you want the honest answer, or?
Yes, I would prefer such.
Okay.
Be in your best interest.
To be honest, completely with you, sir. I thought it would be entertaining.
He's writing down and he's kind of talking. It'd be entertaining to assault guard with severed limb.
No, the throwing part was I just didn't want to hold it anymore.
So instead of dropping it or approaching the guards saying, "Hey, I found this, it could be an issue," you tap them on the shoulder with it and then throw it at them.
It wasn't my brightest day or my best day, sir. I do apologize.
Okay. He just turns, leaves the cell, and you see him go across the hallway. He turns and looks at the one guy. He's like, "This is the one that has hard of hearing?" The guy nods. "Can you understand me if I speak slowly and clearly?" And he's
Don't
very
speak
well
slowly.
enunciating
It
his
pisses me
words
off.
where you're make sure you can read his lips.
I understand you. You don't have to talk like that.
I'm just establishing to make sure you can understand what I'm saying. I don't want things misunderstood, and to make sure our communication is clear and concise. So, what is your side of this story?
Well, the three of us, my idiot over there and my dog and I were playing at the river. I was throwing a stick in the water. She brought back an arm. I went over to a guard and tried to explain what happened. They didn't seem to care much, so I asked Oren what he think we should do, and he told me he'd deal with it.
So you approach the guard to let them know you have found a body part,
Yes.
and they showed no interest or care in this.
They told us to throw it back in the river.
You see, he's writing some stuff down. Interesting, and noted. That will be handled later. And so, once they seemed disinterested, you decided to assault these guards with said appendage.
I did not assault anybody. I said I left.
So you were not present when he looks down his notes when Oren assaulted the guard with said appendage.
No.
And what was your part at that point? Where were you?
Well, I left the arm with him, hopefully for him to either throw it away or throw it back in the river, and I went back to the inn to get a drink, because it was really gross.
And where was this body located?
The arm by a dock in town.
Well, there's several docks. Can you be more specific?
I don't know your town
street
very
name.
well.
Can you, if you were escorted, can you show us where it is?
Can I draw you a map?
If you're not familiar with the town, how can you draw me a map?
I know how I walked to the inn from the river.
Give me a moment. He turns. Of course, you can't hear him. You tell he's saying something in the hallway. Oren, you hear him like asking for someone to bring a map. A few minutes later, he turns around. He folds out a map of the city in front of you. Here's where we are. The inn you're supposedly staying at. Here's the river as it runs through.
He puts his finger on the inn and he draws the line down to the river and taps where they were.
Thank you. And he scribbles some stuff down. Turns back to one of the guards at the doors. You can tell he's speaking something. They leave.
Wait just a minute. I have a question.
Yes.
Does your town have a lot of missing people?
Unfortunately, that's something that has plagued this town for years and years. It's not a daily occurrence, but bodies do show up uncomfortably often.
My idiot brother is an archaeologist and my dog is trained to find bones. So we kind of got unlucky and he's a bit of an asshole. I am sorry for the mess.
Understood, but you will have to remain here until we can confirm that you are not the perpetrators of said crime, of possibly maybe you were caught dumping the body. Who knows? Of course it's not yours, it's someone else's, but I have to do my job and due diligence. Somebody's been sent to check the area. It should not be long before we hear words, and I may have some more questions for you.
Can you let my dog in here? She's probably out front. She gets anxious.
I'm sorry, we cannot do that. I'm assuming
makes a
the
face
other
at that.
people out front are also friends of yours? And were they involved in this incident?
They are colleagues at best. No, they were not.
I'm glad you got to answer that, because if Garrett had the opportunity right now, he'd be like, oh yeah, they dumped the rest of the body.
I'll return in a moment. He leaves. Comes outside. This gentleman, he addresses you. So you are colleagues of Cleo and Oren?
That's a very strong word. What's like a step below colleague?
Acquaintance.
What's like a step below
Associate.
acquaintance? Associate. Thank you, Cleo from inside.
You're welcome.
What do you know of a missing arm or body?
No.
Looks at you, Moose. Is
Moose?
Nick not here? You're muted if you're talking, Nick.
Yeah, no, sorry, my my AirPod just died.
He can't hear us. He's wearing AirPods.
Yeah, well, I started swapping them. They reached 10%, so I had to start swapping them back and forth. And the one I was using died. So, sorry, what did I miss?
The inspector has come outside and asking what your part in this. Do you know anything about any body or this arm, the assault, anything?
No. I just explained to him that myself and Reggie had been completing an ale delivery, and we spent the whole. What time is it now? Is it noon? What is it?
By this time, it's probably like 2:00.
Okay, so I'll say that we spent our whole morning up until the early afternoon completing that delivery. So
He scribbles some notes. He'll see, basically, as you see, the camera pans out. You change the scene. He hands something off to one of the other clerks. They go running off to corroborate your story. So that will get cleared. And Max, you just vanished.
Yeah, he
He's gone.
got it. He got as far away from this situation as possible.
Okay.
He wanted nothing to do with the authorities.
What? You're acting like you have a forged document in your possession or something.
Yeah.
If you have a past in criminology.
Well, I would make an awesome cop if I could stop committing crimes.
Some unknown reason he's talking to you, Moose. He just kind of stops and cocks his ear to the wind.
Do you know how long our idiot friends may continue to be detained for?
I cannot give you an exact time. We're waiting for somebody to check an area that.
Did you cut out?
Oh shit! I tapped my button. Say you're waiting around for about half an hour, and you see a group of guards approaching the building. It looks like they've got like what's the damn name of, like the portable kind of gurney, like the two sticks with the cloth in between them, like to carry somebody on, like a stretcher.
Like a stretcher.
Yeah. Carrying that, there is something wrapped in several pieces of cloth, but it's water's dripping from it. And they take it around to the side of the building. About 10 minutes later, a couple of gentlemen dressed in like all blacks, plague doctor type mask. They're not down, they're like up on their head. They approach, they go around the side of the building, start examining the bodies. They pull the mask down. Another 15 to 30 minutes goes by as they start prodding, poking, doing some cutting on the body, and the inspector is standing back watching. He's got a handkerchief over his mouth. Talks to him for a while, comes back. None of you, You two, or you three, know nothing of this body.
No, we've only been in town for one night so far.
And where did you travel from?
I say whichever caravan it was we were traveling with, and where the last town that we traveled from.
Okay. And he makes notes, writes down, goes in. Stops, looks in at you, Orin. Turns, goes into the cell with Cleo.
Come on.
You deserve this.
So, thank you for being honest. There was a body found. It was tied down just below the surface. Do you know when did you come into town, and where did you come from?
Yesterday, I'd say afternoon. And I'll also say what time we were in last in our caravan.
Okay, so that all lines up. He nods. Did you notice anything odd other than the arm that your dog returned? Any strange smells or anything?
He closes his eyes for a second as he ponders saying something. I was out for a walk last night. There was a weird old lady selling pastries. I just got a vibe about it. But that's the only weird thing I saw.
She's a local here. She sells her pastries most nights.
It was really good.
They are quite good.
Why so late at night, though?
I cannot answer you. I'm surprised anyone, especially an old woman, would be out in the streets at night. It's, as I say, it's not an uncommon occurrence for bodies to show up. Been a problem for a while, so most people make sure to stay off the streets. You'll hear all kinds of rumors and superstitious stories about the shadows of Castle Grishnek as they cross across the town. But unfortunately, as the town grows larger, so do the miscreants that come in, and these horrible things happen. But the old lady, she sells her pies, and never heard anything tell of anything odd or strange with her. I mean, other than being out late at night. Very popular. Many will even sell the most precious items that they have just to buy her pastries. They're so good. But I appreciate the info in there, but that is nothing odd about the town. What is odd, though, is the water that comes fresh from the falls. This is a freshwater river. The body was full of salt water.
Oh, shit.
Oh yeah, gee, I wonder who did that.
God damn it, Leora. This better have been a fucking murderer or some sort of criminal that you just you drowned.
So, that's very unexplainable. From your story, your friends outside have corroborated where you say you came from. And that path is nowhere near an ocean, nor do I know how such quantities of salt water could get here. So you were free to go. However, your brother will either have to stay the week or 5 gold. I'm good with my words tonight. Bail.
Make him stay the week.
And I suggest controlling his temper. Assaulting a guard is not recommended.
Yeah,
even if they may have deserved it for not showing interest in their job, which will be addressed. Choice is yours. He can spend the week, or you can pay the bill. And he starts undoing your manacles.
I have a request. Can he spend the night and then I come pay the bill?
Sure. It's the first time you've
Excellent.
seen him actually like break the sternness of his gaze. He kind of chuckles. Oren, roll me a perception check. Yeah, it's you don't catch every word, but you pick up what was just said between them because you're just across the hallway. So Cleo's wanting you to spend the night before she bails you out, or he bails you out.
That's fine.
So they unmanacle you, Cleo. You're escorted out. Thank you for your information and your time. Or they take you back to a different cell. And at that point, the
Okay.
rest of you that are outside see Cleo walk outside alone.
Yeah, we're done here for now.
So is Oren going to be joining us, or is he staying?
He'll join us in the morning.
Hmm. I'm satisfied with this result.
Okay. What's Max been doing during this time?
I think he probably retreated back to the inn. To be honest, just kind of waiting for the group to show up or see who comes wandering back. If it takes too long, maybe he'll start like going to the streets in between the inn and the station they went to, just trying to see if he can see any of the group.
Yeah,
But
anytime
kinda,
you've checked, you notice just Moose, Reggie, and Sock with Scab as well hanging outside. By the time everybody leaves, I'm assuming y'all are all going back to the inn.
I mean, he
Yes.
has the deed.
Yeah, he has the deal.
So yeah, it's getting around 6 by the time this is all over with and done. People make it back in. Anytime you've gone and you've checked a couple of times max, without seeing any change, and they finally show up and come stumbling in, but without Oren.
oh well, couldn't spring him, huh?
Oh no.
Yeah, he's staying the night. Actually, wait, what did you say?
Well, he deserves it for not being able to outrun the popo. It's the first rule.
Make sure you can run faster than the cops.
Yeah.
Rule number 1.
Oh yeah, that reminds me. I turned to Cleo. You and Oren did upset us greatly, and I did say that I was going to beat you both. Would you like to receive that beating tomorrow with Oren, or would you like to receive it now?
Yeah, let's just schedule that for tomorrow. That's fine.
Okay. Sock, make sure you have your flagellation whip for tomorrow.
What does soccer do with that knowledge?
What was that?
Moose, did you not hear Moose is asking Cleo if he wants to be beaten now or tomorrow with Orin because he said he was going to beat them, and then asked you to
Oh,
have
yeah.
your flagellation whip ready.
Yeah. Yes, I believe that's capable.
Excellent.
No, suck. We don't have to go that far, do we?
Oh, it's not that bad. I do it all the time.
No,
You know, like-
I see what that does to people. I would prefer not. Can we do anything
mean,
but that? Well,
If
maybe
you'd
not
like, I
anything.
could just beat you with my fists.
What has brought about the beating? I understand that you are a little upset with us for causing a scene.
Reggie
that-
pipes up. Couldn't you just beat Orin with Cleo?
Yeah,
Take care of both at once?
You know what, Reggie? That might be the only thing you've ever contributed that has actually been helpful. Thank you.
Reggie just kind of smiles smugly and then mouths towards you, Cleo, like, sorry.
Sorry,
Well,
not sorry.
Cleo, we will discuss yours and Orin's punishments tomorrow. For now, I would like to drink and eat and buy Scab another ale because after what you and Orin have put her through today, she deserves it.
You know, she was the one that started all this.
Yeah, I was gonna blame it on the
You are
dog.
human.
Blame it on the dog.
You are you are humans. You know better. Scab is a dog. She does not.
She's smarter than you think. She'll get away with whatever you let her.
Oh, double down on the dog's fault. I gotcha.
Yep. Well, she's getting away with another ale.
Give me that con check.
I like the idea that during this, Scab, like, as soon as the conversation's over, Scab looks at you and smiles, and you're like, you little shit. This is all your fault.
I picture Scab just, handles it fine. The are any of y'all old enough to remember Muttley?
Nope.
Like the way he would
No.
laugh.
Yeah, I don't know
The
what that
dog-
is.
Oh yeah. I know who you're talking
Yeah, she's
about.
got a weird little laugh.
Yeah, so that's how I picture Scab totally looking like Muttley laughing.
I asked the innkeeper what if the rate for another night would be the same, a gold piece for bed and breakfast.
Yes. Unless you want to,
All right.
it'd be cheaper if you do a week at a time. There's a discount for that. But
Oh man,
you're
I
also
don't know
going
if
to
we
pay
want to
more
be here
up
a week.
front. Okay.
Yeah. No, another night will be fine, and perhaps for breakfast tomorrow, another delicious, another plate of your wife's delicious eggs and bacon.
Not a problem. She loves making them and loves getting the compliments. And so any of y'all that are wanting the bed and breakfast, gold, 50 or 5 silver if you're just spending the night. And spend the rest of the night, I'm assuming, drinking, trying to perform, enjoying yourselves unless there's something you want to do.
I am not drinking or performing tonight. I did my 1 month thing, once a month thing. I'll
You
be
hang-
enjoying just a quiet night at the inn.
Say some of you play darts, entertain yourself. Nothing. A couple of
Maybe another-
fights break out. Nothing major. They get broken up pretty quick by York. And again, everybody's kind of having a good time in the inn. The camera kind of moves back through the window, panning out over the city. Moves off to there's a hilltop just outside of town. And as the moonlight shines through the trees, you see in 2 feet crunching on the leaves, and the figure kneels down. Looks like a fairly lithe individual. Dark browns and grays, looking black because of the moonlight. Looks down, looking over the city. They have a mask. All you see is the eyes. Very pretty eyes. Some black hair jutting out from underneath. As if they were checking the area for tracks or anything like that. And you hear more heavier footsteps approach from behind them. And you see heavy fur boots. As the camera pans up to a larger figure, as it gets about chest level, the camera pans back to the more lithe figure as they stand up. Why would they have left us? You clearly hear a female voice. Heavily accented. Someone from the east. They said they wouldn't do that. They know it will help them. Why would they have left? At that point, the camera pans over, chest level to the other person, continues up to the face. As you see them, the head of a bear. And as they step forward into the moonlight, the features change and turn back into a human form, and you recognize the face of Kursk. So I don't know why they left us, but looks like we've tracked them down here. And that's where we'll end tonight.
Huh?
All I
Finally
wanted to do
got
was
to be a
fence my,
barbarian.
all I wanted to do was fence my fucking deed. All I wanted to do tonight.
The train went so far off the fucking rail.
Oh,
All you
I'll
had to
add
do
one
was
more thing.
ask
As you
for-
see the transformation of Bear back into the face of Kursk, the other figure pulls the mask down, and you see Kurskina.
Yo.
Yeah, so it's Kursk and Kurskina tracking down El and Leora,
shit.
who apparently left them behind for some reason.
You two are going to be in so much trouble.
Oh shit.
man.
Hey, Leora, should we have maybe not abandoned our friends?
Yeah, why did we do that?
I don't know.
That's a dick
sure-
move.
Yeah, well, here, let's get another round of shots.
So
Oh, yeah, no,
and you
that's-
compare the
yeah.
girl looks about 18 years old, has a 2 bandoliers of daggers across her chest, and at least 2 on each side to the thigh and a calf tied to her as well. So it looks like she's decked out with lots of daggers.
Yeah.
And of
She
course,
takes after the
Kursk,
worst role model.
Kursk showing some werebear in there for some reason. So thanks everybody for hung out and watch with us the raids and everything. We will catch you Tuesday for Kelso's game. And again, of course, he runs one on Friday, and then back here next weekend, hopefully for some more GrimDark. Have a great weekend. And if you haven't subbed to the YouTube page, please help out. I'd like to grow that one a bunch too. So have a great rest of your weekend. Have a good night, everybody.
Have a good one.
Good night.
Good night, everybody.
I just want